Good morning, students. So, we read how, by giving the example of Beauty and the Beast, Mr. Lamb wanted to teach Derry that inner beauty was the most important thing, and outer beauty is just temporary. Every human being is same. Everything is same. Mr. Lamb said when Derry said, "I'm not going to change," and people want to console me by saying that I can be worse than I am today. Mr. Lamb said, and that's all true, and you know it. That you could have become blinded, you could have become deaf, or you could have been there in wheelchair, but you are better than many of the people. Derry said, it won't make my face change if I see the people who are worse off than me. My face is not going to be changed. My situation is not going to be changed. Do you know, one day a woman went by me in the street. I was at a bus stop and she was with another woman, and she looked at me and she said, whispered, only I heard her. She said, look at that. That's a terrible thing. That's a face only a mother could love. So now Derry has started sharing his experiences, how the people treated him. He told that one day a lady saw his face and he just felt that the face was terrible. It happens. If you have some kind of shortcoming, it is repeatedly pointed out by the people. Then Mr. Lamb asked, so you believe everything you hear then? Do you believe also that what the woman said? Derry said, it was cruel. She should not have said this, but can you help what people say about you? No. Lamb said, maybe not meant as such, maybe she has not intentionally said this, just something sad between them. Then Derry said, only I heard it. Because he knew, it was his experience, that if the woman was looking at her, she will definitely say something about his face. So he was deliberately hearing what they were saying, and he heard it. Then Mr. Lamb said, and is that the only thing you ever heard anyone say in your life about your face? There are so many experiences. Derry said, oh no, I have heard a lot of things. Then Mr. Lamb said, so now you keep your ears shut. Stop listening to people. Derry, he just had got this point for the first time in his lifetime. He said, you are peculiar. You're strange. You say peculiar things. You ask questions I don't understand. Mr. Lamb said, I like to talk, have company. You don't have to answer questions. You don't have to stop here at all. The gate is open. If you want to go, you can. Now the story's direction is changed. Earlier, Mr. Lamb wanted Derry to stop there in the garden and talk to him, and now Mr. Lamb said, if you want to go, you can. But Derry has now started feeling confidence in Mr. Lamb. He has now started sharing his thoughts. Derry said, yes, the gate is open, but he stops. And Mr. Lamb says, I have a hive of bees behind those trees over there. Some hear bees and they say bees buzz. Buzzing means making noise. But when you listen to bees for a long while, they hum. And hum means singing. So the people find these bees making noise and disturbance. But according to Mr. Lamb, they also sing. I hear them singing, my bees. So he addresses the bees to be my bees. Nobody says this like to the bees, but he said my bees. So you can see that Mr. Lamb was not interested in just listening to the sad story of Derry over and over again. He just wanted to talk about nature. Then Derry completed his line, but, when he said yes, but, and now he completed, but I like it here. Yes, the gate is open, but I don't want to go. I like it here. Now Derry has started liking being with Mr. Lamb. I came in because I liked it when I looked over the wall. I liked the garden. Mr. Lamb said, if you had seen me, you would not have come in. अगर डैरी ने लैम्ब को अंदर देख लिया होता तो वो आता ही नहीं, बिकॉज ही इज़ अफ्रेड ऑफ पीपल indirectly. Daddy said no. So Lamb said no, you would not have come. Daddy said I had seen you and then I would have come in, then it would have been trespassing. Trespassing is to enter without permission. Daddy gave this excuse कि मैं इसलिए नहीं आता क्योंकि वो trespassing हो जाती. But the real reason is Mr. Lamb को देखकर डैरी अंदर आता ही नहीं, because he doesn't want to meet any person, because his experiences with people have always been so weird and so giving him always the pain. So he did not want to confront or meet any person. Mr. Lamb said, that's not why, because it would have been trespassing. He knows the real reason. And Derry accepted it. He said, I don't like being near people. When they stare, when I see them being afraid of me. Derry doesn't like that people get afraid of him and they scare. Mr. Lamb said, if you don't like being near people, you could lock yourself up in a room and never leave it. There was a man who did that. He was afraid, you see, of everything. Everything in this world. There was a person, so this is now the second story told by Mr. Lamb to Derry. First story was of Beauty and the Beast. Second story is of a person who, like Derry, did not like being with people and he locked himself up in a room. He was afraid of everything in this world. He thought a bus might run him over, or a man might breathe deadly germs onto him, or a donkey might kick him to death, or lightning might strike him down, or he might love a girl and the girl would leave him. And he might slip on a banana skin and fall, and people who saw him would laugh their heads off. So he went into this room and locked the door and got into his bed and stayed there. So there was a person who was afraid of each and everything, all his imaginations he was afraid of. So he locked himself up into his bedroom. Derry asked, forever? Did he lock himself forever? Mr. Lamb said, no, for a while. Derry said, then what? Lamb said, a picture fell off the wall onto his head and killed him. Look, whatever has to happen will happen. His death was there in the room, so he went there and locked himself up. So you can't help what the fate has with you, has for you. You will have to face it. So we should go with the time. Mr. Lamb said, you see? Derry said, but you still say peculiar things. Why is Lamb sounding strange to Derry? Because Derry has never met a person like this, who doesn't have any botheration with Derry's face and who liked nature and who was so positive and who taught him so many good things, strong things. Mr. Lamb said, peculiar to some. Then Derry was interested in Mr. Lamb's daily routine. He asked, what do you do all day? Lamb replied, sit in the sun, read books. You thought it was an empty house, but inside it's full. Books and other things full. Derry asked, he noticed that there were no curtains. He asked, but there aren't any curtains at the windows. Mr. Lamb said very beautifully, I'm not fond of curtains. I do not like curtains, shutting things out, shutting things in. I like the light and the darkness and the windows open to hear the wind. So he liked each and everything natural. He liked light, he liked darkness, he liked the windows to open and he liked to hear the wind. So he didn't have curtains. So you can see that he enjoyed nature every moment. Derry was very impressed with this. He said, yes, I like that. When it's raining, I like to hear it on the roof. He also started telling what he likes in the nature. Derry likes rainfall, the sound of rainfall. Mr. Lamb said, so you are not lost. You are not completely lost. You do hear things. You do enjoy things. You are not lost means you are alive. You are not like dead. Not altogether. You do hear things. You listen. So it means there is life in you. There are interests in you. Then Derry again started sharing. They talk about me. They refers to his parents, Derry's parents. They talk about me downstairs. When I'm not there, What will he ever do? What's going to happen to him when we have gone? However will he get on in this world looking like that? With that on his face. That's what they say. So you can say through this stanza that Derry's parents were also negative, or they did not have belief in Derry, and they made Derry more weaker, because they didn't give him strength. They always were worried about him. Oh, what will he do, and this and that. He did not. They did not motivate Derry to count the things he had. They were also focusing on one thing which Derry didn't have. That was the complete face. So the parents were also negative and overprotective. Mr. Lamb, when listened to Derry, said, "Lord boy, you have got 2 arms, 2 legs, and eyes and ears. You have got a tongue and a brain. So many blessings you have. You'll get on the way you want, like all the rest. And if you chose and set your mind to it, you could get on better than all the rest." So, किसी के जैसा भी कर सकते हो, बल्कि बाकी सबसे better कर सकते हो, because you have all the body parts. Terry said, "How can I do better than all the rest?" Lamb said, "Same way as I do. Lamb is also having 1 leg, but still he hasn't stopped living. He lives his life. He does what he likes." Derry asked, "Do you have any friends?" And Mr. Lamb said, "Hundreds. Nobody can have hundreds friends." But he said, "Hundreds." Then Derry very logically asked, "But you live by yourself in that house. It's a big house too, and you live alone." Mr. Lamb said, "Friends everywhere." Now it is the definition of friendship by Mr. Lamb. "Friends everywhere. People come in. Everybody knows me. The gate is always open. They come and sit here and in front of the fire in winter. So people come and enjoy the garden. Kids come for the apples and pears and for toffee. I make toffee with honey. Anybody comes, so have you." So everybody is coming with a purpose. If you can see this stanza, people are coming to enjoy the garden. Kids are coming for jelly. But still Mr. Lamb thinks these all people and kids are his friends. Derry said, "No, but I'm not a friend." But Lamb said, "Certainly you are my friend. So far as I am concerned. For me, you are my friend. You consider me as your friend or not, it's your choice. But for me, you are my friend. What have you done to make me think you are not?" Derry said, "You don't know me. You don't know where I come from or even what my name is." So according to Derry, if one becomes friend of some person, he should know his name, his address. But Mr. Lamb said, "Why should that signify? These are not important. Do I have to write all your particulars down and put them in a filing box before we can be a friend? Is it a necessary thing to know the name and address before becoming friends?" Then Derry thought and said, "I suppose not. No." Then Mr. Lamb said, "You could tell me your name if you chose, and not if you didn't." Lamb has told his name already in the text. So Mr. Lamb said, "If you want to tell me, you can tell me your name. If you don't tell me your name, then also you are my friend." Then Derry said, "Derry, only it's Derek, but I hate that." Means he doesn't like his name Derek. He likes his name Derry. "If I'm your friend, you don't have to be mine. I choose that." And he was very happy with the ideology of Mr. Lamb on friendship, and he said that I also like this, that if I am your friend, you don't have to be mine. It can be one-sided as well. Lamb said, "Certainly." Derry said, "I might never come here again. You might never see me again, and then I couldn't still be your friend." So now, as per Derry, keeping in touch is also very important if we talk about friends. So he said, "Maybe I would not come again to your garden. Then how will we become? How will we remain friends?" Lamb said, "Why not?" Derry said, "How could I? You pass people in the street and you might even speak to them, but you never see them again. It doesn't mean they are friends. Means I have come to your garden, we have spoken, but if I never come back again, how can we be friends? It's just like people." Mr. Lamb said, "Doesn't mean they are enemies either, does it? If the people are not your friends, are they your enemies?" They said, "No, they are just nothing, people, that's all. They are not friends, they are not enemies, they are just nothing." But Lamb said, "People are never just nothing. Never. If nobody has done anything wrong with you, it means he is your friend, whether you know his name or not." Then Derry said, there are some people I hate. And Lamb very beautifully said, that would do you more harm than any bottle of acid. Acid only burns your face. Lamb said, hatred would give you more harm than acid. Acid only burns your face. See, after getting his face burnt, Derry's life was completely changed. He had got into some trauma and he had just got those kind of remarks from many of the people. But Lamb here has used the word only. Acid only burns your face. Like, it's just a very small thing. That is why Derry said only, because his life is completely changed. Mr. Lamb said, like a bomb only blew up my leg. He is also referring only for his leg as well. Like a bomb only blew up my leg means I have so many body parts to work with. There's worse things can happen. You can burn yourself away inside. If you hate somebody, you will be burnt from inside. So this is it. Now some ways to say no. We have to say no repeatedly in a day, but we always say it as no. We can say it in many of the ways, like not today, thanks, I'm afraid I can't, I think I'll pass, or I don't think so, I would love to but I can't, I'm sorry, I'm busy, sorry, I don't have time, or no thanks. Next, ways to express your opinion. Like, we usually use I think, but we have so many ways to say it. I believe, I feel, in my opinion, he's very smart. From my point of view, the day is beautiful. From my perspective, God has always a plan. In my view, you should wear this. It seems to me that you are intelligent or you are not well. I reckon, or I guess. Try to use them when you speak. Next is ways to say great. Breathtaking, amazing, brilliant, exceptional, impressive, outstanding, excellent, and astonishing. These are the adjectives you can use at the place of saying always great. Last for the day, what's up? When we begin any communication, we use this. So we can say it like, how day, sup, how's it going? What's going on? What's happening? What are you up to? What you're doing? Or what's new? So we can begin our conversation using these words. Note them down and try to use them whenever you need them. Okay? Have a good day.